Hey, we're back for another video with our good old Polaris 800 here. We're going to do some front wheel bearings as well as front brakes on it, just because we have them here ready to go. It doesn't really need them yet, but we got a set. We might as well do them while we're here. We did the rear bearings, the rear brakes, so we got the parts for the front as well. So we're going to go on into that. We'll do a little video here, see how it turns out, so stay tuned. Taking the tie rod off just makes it easier to get to the bolt here to take the caliper off. Two 15s will take well, 115 will take tie rod end off, another 15 mil socket take the caliper off to get at our brake pads here. We'll set that aside for now, as we are trying to take this this hub off. We'll take our nut off here as well first. Set our nut aside. I do believe there's 2 washers on there for this one to shim it out so our castle nut will catch. Don't forget the nut on the back side. So 13 will take this off. Like so. Same on the bottom. Got those sides, should be able to pull these bolts out hopefully. And that's our hub assembly removed. There's a C-clip or a circlip here. We're gonna pop that out, clean up the dirt in it. This is our bearing. Like they're not gone, but they're not great. They're starting to go. We got them, so we got the time to do it. So we'll go ahead and do it. So we'll get into that next. That's the circlip out. We're ready to start pressing some bearings out. I'm going to use a socket here on the inner race to press these out because these are old crap bearings anyway, so it won't matter. And then we'll move on to pressing the new ones in. I got the new ones right here, ready to go in the packages. So we get this set up to press these out. Hopefully you guys can see what we got going on here. We got our socket in here. Try and get it sitting on the inner race good. Takes a bit to get them moving. Once they start moving, it's pretty easy. Get ready to catch the bearing when it falls out, and the socket. There's our socket and our bearing. We'll do a quick little clean up on the inner race here before we install the new bearing. Why don't we just take a wire wheel and a drill. You just want to make sure you got that cleaned up, the bearing presses in, doesn't get caught in anything. Make sure your groove's nice and clean for your C-clip. Got our new bearing here. I had to shim this side to get it to sit flat. Try and get this started in there. All it fits in, don't even have to press this one in. Now we have our circlip to go back in there to hold it in. Make sure it's in there good. And there's your bearing installed. We'll get into installing this and putting some brake pads on. We'll just show you one side on how to do this. The other side you just copy it. So we're only doing one side doing the video for you. There's our brake pads, brake calipers. Like I said, they're about half worn, but we're going to replace them. Shove our pistons back in so we can get our brake pads off here. Take the little Allen set screw out there. That allows the brake pad to come out. That's one off. Second brake pad off. Like I said, there's still a bit of life in these, but we did the rear, so we'll do the fronts too. These are the brake pads we got here off Amazon. We'll see how they work. The price is right, but I don't know what the quality's like. We'll find out as we get driving this, see how long they last. They look like a decent brake pad. Look like they got some bronze in the brake pad material, so we'll see how they hold up. One brake pad on, put the second one in here. Put our Allen head set screw back in here to keep that pin over there. That's the brake pads done. Get ready to install our hub with our new bearing in it. Put it on the lower control arm first. Put our bolt through, start our nut on the back. We're not going to tighten it up yet. I hope you've seen that I was tapping it down, trying to slide the bolt in at the same time, so then once you know it's down there enough, you'll get it in there. Now I might have messed up here. I thought I could tip this down enough to, there we go. So I thought we could get that on there at the same time. We'll do the same with this, slide it in there, get our bolt ready to go. Just wiggle it back and forth till it goes. Once again, we'll grab our nut here, put it on the back side. And we start reversing what we did earlier. Put our hub back on. Put our washers, 2 washers back on there. We'll start or not, we won't tighten it up yet, we'll just get it on there. Make sure you get a brake pad on each side of the disc. I've seen it done where they put them both on one side, doesn't work so well for brakes. Start these bolts by hand. Of course, we'll reattach our tie rod. It's kind of important. Line up our nut with one of the cotter pin holes, put our cotter pin in there. Got our wheel back on, put our lug nuts on. Again, I like to start these by hand to make sure I don't cross thread them. And you'd be into a real mess if you cross thread these. Always torque these to spec. Go for a short ride, check them again. The other thing is your brake pedal will go to the floor right now, so make sure you get in and you pump the brakes after doing a set of brakes, because they squeeze the pistons always all the way in. So you have to pump your brake pad or your brake pedal to get your brakes back before you drive it. I've made that mistake before. I'm out the garage door with no brakes. I had to pump it to get the brakes back. So like I said, just a short little video showing how to do wheel bearing and brake pads on the front of a RZR 800. I'll continue over the other side and do that, but I'm not going to record that one. You guys already seen, you do one side, do the other side the same. So that's it for this video. We'll catch you on the next one. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you're liking this content. There'll be lots more of this machine in upcoming content, so stay tuned.